Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the Botcast Football Show, the Bristol United podcast. Today I am pleased to say that I've got 3 of the first team players with me today. I've got Jack Cousins, Dylan Peters and Nathan Popel. Hi guys, how are you? All right?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah, hi, you're right.
Good, I'm very well, thank you, very well. Now I'd like to start every podcast by doing a sort of mental health and well-being check. So Jack, let's start with you, mate. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you?
I'd say 9, a solid 9. New Year's is coming up, it's a Friday.
Yeah, that's right, mate, yeah. Happy days. And you had a good Christmas?
Yeah, it's good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, like I just said before we started recording, it's sort of, the build up to it is so big. And then sort of like, I got 2 little ones and they open the presents up in the morning and then it's like just mess everywhere. And,
I can imagine.
And I mean, we're recording this on the 29th of December and I've taken the tree down and all the decorations already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do it pretty much every year, to be honest with you. And it's not being like bar humbug or anything like that. Like, I love Christmas. But after Christmas Day, there's just so much mess everywhere. And I just want some space in the living room and a bit of normality. Do you know what I mean? So,
that's fair.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of people would say that it is way too early, but it's done now. So I certainly ain't getting them back out again, that's for sure.
No.
Dylan, how are you, mate? On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, very good, mate. It's like an 8 or 9, yeah. We've just obviously had Christmas, haven't we? It's my favourite time of the year, so yeah, it's been real nice with family and that. So,
good, that's what it's all about, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, good time, and like Jack said, New Year's coming up, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Have you boys got any plans for New Year's or?
Yeah, we're just gonna head off to Cardiff for the night.
Right, okay, right, nice. What's that, club is it or?
Yeah, I expect so. Yeah.
Yeah, fair play, mate. Fair play.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna head off to my sofa.
Yeah.
because I'm a boring bugger. That's why.
That's all right. Yeah, fair enough for that.
But I've never been out in Cardiff. Like, even when I used to go out quite a lot, I've never been out in Cardiff. But I hear it's good.
Yeah, it's good, especially if you haven't done it before. It's something new. So it's not it's not the same as Bristol. It's a bit different.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and Bristol can be a bit. I don't know what the right word is. Right. I don't like to swear on there, but it begins with S and ends with a hit. That's my opinion of Bristol, But there we go. But I'm sure you'll have a nice time, boys. I'm sure you'll have a nice time. And Nathan, on a scale of 1 to 10, mate, how are you?
I'm alright, about
8 or 9, right? We got a lot of 8s and 9s. That's good. It's good to hear. Well, it's good to hear you all had a good Christmas and you all got plans for New Year's. That's good. Now, obviously, you 3 are the first 3 players we've had on the podcast. So like I said, thanks for coming on. I do appreciate it. Jack, let's start with you again on this, mate. Sort of tell us your journey with Bristol United and your footballing journey in sort of like in your past, if you wouldn't mind, please.
So I've always grew up playing football. My dad has always wanted me to play football, and it's in the family. So it was pretty evident that I was going to enjoy my football and carry on playing as much as I can. Played for Briz throughout youth, from 4 to 16. And then since men's football, I was at Briz Reserves for a little bit and then at Hengrove.
Yep.
And then I always played with Josh, one of John's sons. I always played with him throughout youth. So he went and played with his brothers and his dad, eventually Bristol United.
Yeah.
And he was always asking me to come along. So I went along to a couple of training sessions. And so I did originally dual registration when I was at Hengrove and Bristol United. Played a couple of pre-season games, helped out when I could. And then I eventually left Hengrove and I've decided to finish the season off at Bristol United. So that's me really. So
perfect. So quite a lot of history with Briz. You must have enjoyed that win the other week against Briz Reserves.
Yeah, that was quite nice. That's my ex-team, so it's always nice to beat your ex-team. As much as I've got respect for them, is always nice.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good club, aren't they? And they've got a great setup down at Briz as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not
players,
but
good lad.
Obviously, you like to win as well. So an 8-2 win is decent, isn't it? You can't argue with that. So happy days. And how are you enjoying your time at Bristol United?
Oh, I can't lie, I'm loving it at the moment. Just nice to enjoy my football again. So I recently broke my foot, so it's getting my fitness back and my enjoyment and confidence back in football, really. Yeah.
Happy days. Right, that's nice to hear. Nice to hear that you're enjoying it, which is always a good thing. Dylan, what about you, mate? What's your sort of footballing background?
Yeah, well, I've always loved it as well, same as Jack, really. I've not played nowhere near as long as him. I probably started as an early teenager, to be honest, for Keynsham, and then I went to Briz, played with Jack and Josh when Jack's dad was a manager. And that was good fun. And then I just sort of improved over the years, and then obviously here now, Bristol United, and it's a great family club. So really enjoying it, and we're definitely, we're doing well as we are now, and we're going to keep progressing as a team, and as individuals we are getting better every week, sort of thing, really. So it's really good fun.
Yeah, when I listen to John's sort of pre-match interviews that he does and the post-match ones, and obviously chatting to him on the podcast as well, and one of the things that he sort of is always saying is that there's more to come from the boys. So I think you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. But there's always more. I mean, you look at training and we play really well, and you look at the matches and we play well, but there's so much more we can do. It's just having the confidence, I think, with everyone, and everyone. There's always time for, there's always room for improvement. So we're always going to get better. So it will come.
And you're obviously, on saying that, you're obviously optimistic for the rest of the season ahead, going into the second half of the season.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think we're at a stage now where we are starting to build that confidence. We're not fully there yet, but we are. It is coming, and as a team, we are progressing definitely now. So,
And thanks for that, mate. And Nathan, yourself?
All good at Bristol United, like a bunch of brothers. And I started football at the age of 12.
Right, okay.
I played for a team that we made up called Spartans. That's at least 10 years of our life. And then I moved from there to Bristol and played for Bristol for 5 years. And then a little bit of teams in between the Downs. And then I got with Bristol United when they were called, I forget what they're called now. Cutters. And then went from there and stayed with the team, and I'm happy to stay there for another couple more years before I retire.
Happy days, mate. So you're obviously enjoying it as well.
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Good. Happy days, mate. Happy days. Right. So thanks for that, everybody. I appreciate that. It's nice to get a bit of background on the players. So obviously we're coming to the end of 2023, and I saw a Twitter post the other day that says this year 23 games played, 14 wins, 3 draws and 6 losses. So a good sort of record, and obviously another one that you want to improve on going on into the new year. Jack, I've got a few questions just to sort of try and get to know you a little bit better. If you don't mind answering them.
Of course, that's fine.
Happy days. Right. Question number 1, and you've all got this question. Apart from Bristol United, which football team do you support?
Manchester United.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge them. and I'm not
going to get that response.
And I'm not here to. Well, do you know what? Growing up, I was a Man United fan. Growing up, like mid-90s when they were the team. But it's just not the same anymore. I don't really enjoy watching them, if I'm being honest. But
no, it's not. It's not been a great couple of years now.
No, and I don't think there's a quick fix on it either. But
no,
we're not here to discuss the issues at Man United, because we'd never get off the podcast if we start discussing. All-time favourite player?
Ronaldo. It's got to be Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah, not R9.
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I didn't grow up watching R9. I wasn't fortunate enough to see him. So for me, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, fair enough. Right. Best train. I can't really argue with that answer either, because he's one of the best ever, isn't he? So I can't really put much debate on that. I'm a Messi fan, but you've got to respect both of them, haven't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Best trainer at Bristol United.
Besides myself, I'd say Tom Blake. Tom Blake. He's a bit of a keen bean. He does train very well. I will give him that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a feeling you're not going to give me your answer that says also as you. Worst trainer at Bristol United.
Worst trainer.
I mean, you can include yourself if you want to.
Billy Gilbertson, 100%. One of John's sons. Yeah, no doubt.
I'm sure you listen to this and appreciate that. So happy
I'm
days.
sure he will.
And finally, last one for you, mate. Favourite film?
Ooh, favourite film. I do like this, the Planet of the Apes. It's a bit of a weird one. Everyone didn't expect that, but I do like that. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. There's a new one coming out next year, isn't there?
Yeah, I know. I am looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've quite enjoyed. I haven't seen the old ones, but I've seen all the sort of the new ones like War of the Planet of the Apes and Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and I enjoy them as well. To be fair,
Yeah, that's the ones that I've seen. I don't know about the old ones, but
I don't think the old ones would cut it nowadays, would they? But
no, I don't think they will.
no, fair enough. Well, thanks for answering those, mate.
No worries.
Right, Nathan. Question number one for you, mate. Favourite football team apart from Bristol United?
Manchester United.
Man United. Fair enough. I'm sensing a theme here. Who's your footballing idol?
It was my idol, David Beckham.
David Beckham. Right, Nathan, you get top points for that score. Because David Beckham's one of my, well, he is my footballing idol. I absolutely adore David Beckham. So, yeah, great answer. Who is the? I don't know if you listen to the Peter Crouch podcast, but they always talk about parts. Who's the most parched? So who sort of sucks up to the manager the most at Bristol United?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know actually. I would say Dan Little.
Dan Little, yep, fair enough. Happy days. Who's the most laid back at Bristol United?
I would say Reece Tamlin.
Reece Tamlin, yep, fair enough. And finally for you, mate, favourite film?
I'll just say martial arts.
The genre, yeah, martial arts genre, fair enough. Fair enough, thanks for that, mate. Dylan, I think you know where we're going with question number one. Favourite football team?
It's always been Liverpool myself. Yeah.
Right, okay, right.
Yeah, I've always been a Liverpool fan. My granddad and my dad and that, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. I'm going to ask you who the best player you've ever seen live is.
Live, probably Steven Gerrard.
Stevie G?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can't argue with that. I mean, obviously a class player for Liverpool and England, wasn't he? So,
Yeah, exactly,
yeah, even though I'm not really keen on Liverpool, but again, we're not here to discuss that, are we? Who is the funniest player, or actually, no, let's just do the funniest person at Bristol United?
Myself, I think.
Yourself? Yeah. I had a feeling you might say that, mate. I had a feeling that might be an answer. I think you might be the answer to this one as well. Who's the best dressed at Bristol United?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I won't say myself. I will pick someone else. We're talking about going out dressed, yeah?
Well, I haven't put that much thought into it, mate, to be honest. I just wrote the question down. But, yeah, let's go with going out dressed, yeah.
Ashley Tamlin dressed quite well.
Right, okay, I'm sure.
Right there.
You like that answer, weren't you? No doubt. And favourite film?
Saving Private Ryan. It's a war film.
Do you know, I've never seen it.
You're not?
No, it's one of those ones that I keep meaning to watch, and then when I sit down and put films on, I got a very short attention span.
Yeah.
And it's quite a long film, isn't it?
It is a long one, yeah.
But a lot of people say how good it is, and that I need to sit down one night and watch it, but I probably won't. But well, thanks for that, guys. Appreciate that. It's nice to get to know you a little bit better, and the people who listen can get to know you a little bit better as well. So, from a Bristol United point of view, what are your sort of hopes for 2024? Dylan, let's start with you on this one, please.
I'd like to see us definitely get promoted.
Yeah.
100%, I think, is well deserved because we all do work very hard, and it's shown if you watch the matches and that we are getting better as a team playing the football around. So I definitely want to see us get promoted, and maybe at a push even win like a cup. But I mean it's a big ask, but that'd be nice for the team.
Yeah, I mean it's not impossible, is it? Obviously, you got a cup game in January. I think it's January 20th as a cup game. So the sort of the ambition of winning the cup is still very much alive, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's not impossible now. It'd be very nice. to have that, But yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely, mate, definitely. And between the boys, because I know John was saying the other week that he doesn't like to use the P word, promotion, too much. But is it something you've talked about as players between yourselves, sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think personally, it's always in the back of each player's head anyway. You always want to win, don't you? And you want to, as a team, you want to get promoted. So you can try and block out as much as we like, but there is always in the back of your head somewhere. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a bad thing either, is it? Because like you said, as a football team, you go into a league wanting to win that league, don't you? So it's not a bad thing to be talked about.
Yeah.
But I suppose the opposite to that, you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself, do you?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, too much pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think that probably was at the start when we was all like that, but we have blocked out a little bit now. But yeah, like I said, it's still always in the back of your mind.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're in a good position going into 2024, third in the table at the moment, I believe.
Yeah.
So anything is possible over the next sort of 4 or 5 months, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Happy days, mate. Happy days. Jack, obviously the season, and this is what John was saying, and it goes like you said, really, at the start of the season didn't go as you hoped it would. But then since sort of like after the first 6-7 games, it sort of turned around a bit, and now, like I said, you're in a good position in the league. How much credit is to the players and the managers?
Oh, a lot of credit to build the confidence and turn it around. I wasn't here at the start of the season, so I only saw so much from watching the videos back. I went and watched a few games whilst I was injured as well. I feel like the pressure was too much at first with promotion, because I think, being honest, is something is a target we should be hitting. It's what we all want to. Is what, like you said, every club is looking for promotion. Otherwise, what's the point in competing?
Yeah.
I feel like last season we probably, as a club, should have got it last season. Was unfortunate. So we had a good pre-season, and this season we thought it was going to be easier than what it turns out to be. It's never going to be easy to get promotions, no matter what league you're playing in. So I think heads dropped at the start of the season. So massive credit to the managers and players to pick themselves up and turn it around, and finished on quite a positive at the end of this year. So hopefully take on to the second half of the season.
Yeah, happy days, mate. Happy days. I mean, it's difficult. Like you said, when you go into a season, you've got a lot of pressure on you, isn't it? Because you're sort of putting your backs against the wall to a certain extent. But no, I totally agree that I think the management has done a great job, and also I think the players deserve a lot of credit as well, because you are the ones that go out there at the end of the day and put the plan into action. So fair play to you all, and I really do hope that 2024 is a good year for the club.
Yeah.
Nathan, obviously a couple of weeks since the last game with the Christmas break and everything, how much are you looking forward to getting back to it next week?
Oh, I can't wait. Cannot wait to get back into fitness, get a bleed test done, everything.
I was just going to say, have you been training during the Christmas break, or do you sort of have a couple of weeks off?
I live in a block of flats, so I'm up and down 9 flights of stairs every day, 3 times a day.
Right, okay, fair play.
I keep myself fit on that one. I don't use the elevators. Don't like them.
No. Especially when they break down, yeah?
Yeah, I use the stairs, so I'm on my feet all the time.
Fair play, mate, fair play. I mean, it's a difficult time of year, isn't it, Christmas? Because it's easy to overindulge in food and drinking that. But you've been looking after yourself, yeah?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Happy days, happy days. And obviously the season, for anybody who's listening is interested in going to watch the team in the new year, the season restarts on the 6th of January. Bristol United are away at Park Knoll, who play at Redcatch Park, just down the road from Broadwalk. So it's quite, I suppose, Jack, is that, or any of you, if you know, I'm guessing that's probably the most local derby, isn't it?
I think it is close. There's also Hengrove 88 that play up Cutters. That's quite close.
Yeah, there's not much in it either way. I suppose it's either up the Wells Road or down the Wells Road, isn't it?
Yeah, so it is like you said, very close. Only like 5 minutes, just up past Broadwalk.
Yeah, and it won't be an easy game either, will it?
Not at all.
And going back to what I was just saying to Nathan as well, your fitness is going to have to be right up there from the get-go, isn't it?
Yeah, so we'll have to run our Christmas puddings off quite quickly.
I'm sure muscle memory will kick in and it'll all be fine. So that's on the 6th of January. Hopefully there's no storms next week or anything, because looking outside now, the weather's just been atrocious the last couple of days, hasn't it? So it's probably best that there isn't a game this weekend from a weather point of view. I know if you're at home, you've got the 4G, but I think my plans for the weekend are going to be scuppered by the weather, but there we go. So that's 2:00 next Saturday at Brickhats Park, which should be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping to be there next Saturday, so I'm really looking forward to it, and I really hope it doesn't get called off. Yeah, fingers crossed. Just like I said, you never know with this bloody weather, do you? But fingers crossed. So I think that's it really for this week, to be honest. I just want to thank once again all three of you, Jack, Dylan and Nathan, for joining me. Really appreciate it. If you want to find out more about, if anybody who's listening wants to find out more about the club, obviously, as I always say, check out the social media channels. There's quite a few videos on YouTube, which is 20 questions with the players and some of the management as well. Go on there, check those out, and you can find out if they prefer match of the day or sex. And they're good videos, they're good fun. There's a lot of social media content on there. All previous episodes of the podcast are available on YouTube as well, and Spotify, Apple, and Podbean. I just want to say, first of all, let me wish the three of you a very happy new year, and I hope you have a good time in Cardiff or whatever you're up to.
Thank you very much.
And take care as well. To all the listeners and people who downloaded the pod this year, thank you very much. I hope you've all had a good Christmas, and I hope you all have a great new year. And we'll be back as a club in the new year with more content on podcasts. Hopefully some more players, after they listen to this one, they won't mind coming on and having a little chat so we can get to know them a little bit better. And I think me and John will be back with our sort of regular podcast next week leading up to the game against Parknall. So, yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. Really appreciate it. Guys, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate your time. And I will see you